What is up? What is up, guys? This is Overlord Kratos here, and today I am very excited. I've been reading some of these patch notes that are supposed to be coming out, and let's just say they're going to be some decent ones. I'm actually pretty excited. From what it looks like, my main thing is my Fairy Kings. I have all three, and the blue one is probably the most decent one out of them all. But from what I'm seeing, hopefully this kind of makes it a little bit better. Let's go over some of these guys here. Okay, so the Water Fairy King, where's he at? Oh no, we don't got a Water Fairy King. Oh yeah, we don't have to worry about him. It's just it's basically the fire, light, and wind ones. So the wind one here, he's got a skill called Ventilate. So Ventilate brings everybody's cooldowns up and puts them back to skills again, which is a beautiful skill. So that got reduced by one turn, so now the cooldown's 4 instead of 5, and I believe it's probably going to go down 1 cooldown, so it'll go down to 3. That's solid. I like that. Also with the wind, his sealed magic was a big problem because it's a single target. It's not like a multi-target, kind of like Zeros has. So it's only a single target, and I'm happy to say that finally it ignores the enemy's resistance no matter what. So that is perfect. That's actually awesome. Because he's more of a support character than anything else. Like I don't see him as like an attacker or anything like that. So it's a good time. The fire one's the biggest one that everybody's saying, oh, he's garbage, he's not good, and this and that. Well, he does get a 20% damage increase with Hellfire, which is all right. I mean, there's nothing there for his overpowered attack, and his cooldown also gets reduced to 5 instead of 6 turns, and it's probably got an additional cooldown. If I'm not mistaken, he probably does. Let me check here. What are we looking for? Hellfire. Yeah, so he does already get another cooldown reduction. So that's a plus. I'm kind of happy they worked on him a little bit. I mean, it's not too much, but that's still pretty good. For the Polar Queens, instead of let's look at the fire one. The fire one has the ability to remove 2 harmful effects off a target. Well, now it can put the target to sleep for 2 turns after you attack. So, I mean, is it going to be a decent monster now? Well, of course it's going to be. No matter if you're going to use the Polar Queen for, a raid or for even guild battles mostly, but she's actually going to be pretty good. What else do we have here? Oh, we got the dark one. The dark one has and applies a branding effect for 2 turns when attacks. So that's is that what her that's already what she has. And then so additionally she's going to recover the ally's HP by a certain proportionate to your attack power and reflects 30% received damage to all allies back at the attacker. That is insane. That is crazy. And that's the Dark Polar Queen. So that Polar Queen, if you get very lucky to pull that, that's a raid monster right there. For not just her, but for everybody that gets attacked, she reflects the damage back at them. That is actually pretty awesome. What else do we got here? So the wind, water, and dark one, they got Storm of Midnight. It's increased proportionate to their attack speed. I don't know too much about the Polar Queens, but I mean, to that it sounds pretty all right. The one character that really kind of, I wanted to look at was the Water Kung Fu Girl. So she has a move called Shadowless Kick. Attack the enemy 2 times with a swift kick and removes 1 beneficial effect each time. I believe that was the skill beforehand. And now after the change, twist kick attacks the target with a turning kick and decreases the attack bar by 50% with an 80% chance at decreasing the attack speed for 2 turns. If the target's attack bar is depleted at this attack, the target will be stunned for 1 turn. Now that's actually pretty good, pretty damn good. I watch a lot of Jewbaggle's videos, and he does use her a lot. So that's going to be a huge benefit for anybody that's deciding to build it. The wind one, on the other hand, the wind one's the one that got switched around. Their skill got switched around. So the previous attack is what it does originally, and then the Shadowless Kick attacks the enemy 2 times with a swift kick and removes 1 beneficial effect each time. So I mean, their skills kind of got switched over a little bit. She didn't really gain anything. If anything, she probably lost herself a good skill. But the water one now is gonna be a lot better because she's built more that way. Some of the other ones, like, some of them, they just get they get some increasements. So the all the Kung Fu girls with their first, I think it's their second ability if I'm not mistaken, first or second, it could be third, I'm not too sure. Reduces the enemy's defense for 1 turn with a 50% chance. So that all got buffed. The water, the fire, light. Additional decreases the attack speed for 2 turns with an 80% chance. So, of course, we know their skills kind of got turned around a little bit, which, I mean, it's all right, I guess. What else do we have here? The wind one, the wind Kung Fu girl. That wind dragon attack is gonna have 100% chance to remove beneficial effects. So, it's gonna just take them off. There's no percent that it's not going to. So that's alright. Like, that's decent. If you're gonna build a Wind Kung Fu girl to make her support, to deal out some damage and try to remove those, she's gonna be good for, like, Giant Speed 10, Dragons B8, I believe, anything that has to do with taking buffs off. So that's alright. A lot of the Purettes, they got damage increasements and stuff like that. The Wind one, instead of decreasing defense for 20% chance, she has the 50% chance of decreasing defense. That's good because the Wind one is a nuker. Dark Horus, I don't understand why he's the only one that got updated, because not a lot of people have him, and there's probably not a lot of people that do have him. The ones that kind of stood out to me were the Imp champions. For anybody who's like new game players, these Imp champions are actually going to be really crazy to do, like, dungeons, so giants and dragons, and it may seem kind of hilarious to think about that, but these 3-star monsters are actually going to be pretty solid. So from the looks of it, spear charge for everybody, you know, instead of inflicting continuous damage for, I think it was like 25% or 30%, now it's got a 50% chance to inflict it, and I think the skill goes up to 90%, so that's pretty good. Just keep that in mind. The fire one mostly inflicts continuous damage with a 75% to 100% chance. That is really good. So it's gonna guarantee you continuous damage every single time. That's good. The water one was the one that I wanted to look at, because his wipeout can attack random enemies up to 5 times, and now instead of up to random enemies, it's 1 enemy. So that's kind of like, who can I compare this to? See, it's hard to compare this to somebody. There's somebody on my mind. I can't think of who it is, though. But the fact that it's 1 enemy and not 5 random hits, that's freaking unreal. That makes him so good now. For a 3-star monster, I mean, he's not like OP crazy, but he's actually pretty freaking awesome. So keep that in mind when you want to build Imp champions. They're actually pretty damn good. Then you got, I don't know, you got the Light Yeti. The Light Yeti, so instead of his skill being a normal skill, now it's a passive. So at any point in time, he has a 50% chance when attacked to be counterattacked. It's not like a Monkey King though, or it's not like the Light Archangel, where if anybody's attacked, they have a certain percent. This one is if you attack them, they have a 50% chance to attack you. So, I mean, it's okay. It's not bad, but it's still not the greatest. What else do we have here? The Hell Lady. The Hell Lady, she's got 2 moves. She's got one that's called Internal Scar. So instead of destroying the enemy's HP by 30%, now it's 75%. I don't know too much about her, but by the sounds of it, it sounds like she's going to be a very good support like destroyers. So anybody that has like Chloe or Chaesoon or who else do we got? Rena even. The Light Chimera, not Light Chimera, sorry, the Wind Chimera. Anybody, no, not the Wind Chimera. What am I thinking about? Sorry, the Wind Beast Monk. Like anybody like that are built high HP. She's gonna be able to take him out pretty decent. I mean, I could be wrong, but from what I'm seeing, that's probably what's gonna happen. There's not too much down here. The skills of some of the monsters have been changed. So Dark Polar Queen, instead of increasing damage, it's increased recovery amount. I don't know too much about that. But yeah, basically that was just kind of what I wanted to go over here, was these things right here. Just basically some of the characters that they're gonna upgrade. The Phantom Thieves are getting damage increase. Mainly the Fire, Wind, and Dark one. The Purettes are gonna be all increased. The Light Dragonite, I don't know too much about him, but he's got a move called King's Rage, and increases the attack bar by 20% when the ally is under inability effects or defeated. So if there's 3 people and 2 of them are stunned and he's not, he's gonna get a damage increase by 40%. If they're dead, he's automatically gonna have a 40% damage increase. So he could be pretty nasty. So I think this is all I had to cover here, actually. The main thing is me having all 3 Fairy Kings. I am so stoked to see that, you know, some of these guys are gonna get updated. So Daphnis is gonna get updated. Ganymede is gonna get updated. And then I have the other one too. And the Water Fairy King, I mean, he's not gonna have anything upgraded. He's already OP as shit. So the guy's already fucking unreal. But as far as it goes, that's basically my excitement, is these 2 guys right here. I'm actually pretty stoked. So, anywho, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this is a little bit of news on you guys. The update, I'm not sure when it's supposed to come out, but it's going to be real soon, so keep an eye out for that. Come to us. I mean, you guys generally say you listen to the feeds of everybody, and like all the community and the people who play this game, but I mean, there's still some work to do on some of these guys. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, guys.